Nothing says Ninja Turtle toys like a battle cycle. That's right, we've got our favorite boy riding our favorite scooter with our favorite stuff in the... I don't know what I'm going... I've lost it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. He's not our favorite. Although I did a poll recently and he was the highest ranked out of everybody. So he is the most popular, which is weird because if I would have had to have guessed, it would have been Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. Or maybe swap those last two. Apparently, most people like Raphael. In second place, I think, was Leonardo. That explains why maybe sometimes we get things with Raphael and Leonardo and then we don't see the other two. Like the giant turtles, the scooter, and the bike, you can get somewhere. There's no picture of it. Is there a picture of it? There you go. Leonardo on his bike, which looks a lot like this old one from 2012 or something. So there we go. We got actual figure shots on the bottom of the box this time. We've got figure shots, tells you it does cool stuff, which is great because kids need to know that stuff because this is for 4 and up. 34 and up, I guess, also counts. You've got him. He's got a helmet. It's Nickelodeon, top of the box. Little Easter eggs. I love that stuff. Look at that. That's sweet. I want to see that whole thing. We'll look at it here in a second. Side of the box has stuff. Side of the box has stuff. Oh no. Anyway, let's open it and see what this is all about. Let's look at that pizza time. Oh, that's cool. I really like that art style. This whole movie is just gonna be like an artist's dream. I already know it. Why have I not ordered the book yet? The making of and the art book? I don't know. Because it's 40 bucks and I'd rather spend it on toys. That's stupid. Buy the book, Jonathan. Here we go. We're gonna take it out. Nice classic style packaging here. And I love these little kind of, I guess, probably eco-friendly tabs, even though we got to deal with all this plastic. Or at least cutting it somewhere. Literally. Pop it, cut it, slice it, rip it. Here we go. Look at that, a little bike, a little tiny little scooter. I love it, so cute. Pop this guy out, looking sweet. He's a coming with his weapons. Now, instantly, I'm so sorry about the plastic noise. Sometimes I forget. Plastic, go bye-bye. Biggest difference between this Raphael and the normal one, we're gonna look at it right here, is the head. He's got a helmet on that doesn't come off, which is kind of a bummer. I was actually hoping that this would come off and maybe you could just kind of like pop it onto some other figures and maybe some other lines, but you can't. It's just permanently on there. But otherwise, I think it's gonna be identical. Now, if you look at Raphael, maybe you've seen some friends post things or strangers, you know, complete strangers post stuff too. It's not just friends. Or maybe you've seen him in the store, but sometimes this is painted black and then there's no consistency. This is from the 6-pack. It comes in a little van looking thing, but even the cardback version has sometimes it's black, sometimes it's not, and then the paint around this thing. Otherwise, I think he's identical. I could see that maybe if the grip was a little bit different, but yeah, it's just slightly different. This is tighter, but this has also been used, and his grip on the size it was loose right from the get-go. And if you're new to the channel, then hey, comment below and say hi. Like to see new people. Let's get engaged. And by that I just mean like engage in conversation. I don't know you that well. But otherwise, exact same guy, just a different head. Okay, that's fine. He's safety first, but whoever's in the sidecar, unless you get the Leonardo from the other thing and put him in there, whoever's in the sidecar has no safety. Okay, so keep that in mind. You know, safety first on Nostalgia Unboxed, right? You gotta have a helmet when you're out there on the streets, baby. Especially when you got some wheels underneath you, you're riding that hard steel, you gotta have a nice helmet. So let's get Raphael onto this. Actually, let's look at the bike. So this thing is what it's all about. We've already got a figure, now we gotta figure the helmet. Now, let's check out, let's get rid of that crap. So let's look at the details here. So the paint, it's Playmates, right? And it cost a certain amount of money that I don't remember. Stupid, $24.99. Either bike you get is $24.99, but details, look, it's a basic thing. It's got some nice paint going on with the handlebars. You got his head, his bandana is wrapped around there, which is interesting because it's a really glossy red compared to any of the stuff on the figures, but that gloss red going around here, it's a simple blue, green, a little bit of red. It's nice. It works with any figure, obviously. And you got this little turtle thing on the front. That's kind of neat, like Turtle Crossing. Where do they find those signs? Those silly turts. So you can lock it in, so that's nice. It's got that little clippy-do. It's got a sticker right here, which we don't need. It's dumb, because there's no world peace. I don't know why. You got all these little hoses and stuff, which is interesting. This, I don't know what that's all about. It's all just for funsies, right? So whoever was concepting this thing, sculpting it up, drawing it up and everything, was just having a little fun, adding little bits and pieces just to give it some extra life. So you got these hoses on the bottom, which have a metallic blue, much like you see here. But it's simple. It's still affordable. Your kids are gonna have fun. You adults are also gonna have fun. You know, it's turtles, so what can we say? I think those are gonna hold his size, which that's pretty sweet. And then this thing can go around to the back and lock in on this hooky piece right here. There you go. So now he's pulling it, or he's alongside it, fighting in style with his best buds. That's pretty cool, man. It's a ride or die thing. And look, whenever I go to California and hang out with Mad Hatter, we're gonna rent a scooter with a sidecar and live our best life, okay? We're gonna go cruising down roads that California has where you cruise, and we're gonna do it like that. And maybe with our shirts off because it's hot and we're hot. I calls it like the season. Anywho, there you go. Pretty cool bike. Like it. I'm a fan. It goes vroom vroom. There's no pull action or anything like that unless you just push. You can push action like that. It's pretty cool. Didn't even say that in the box. Now you take Raphael, you stick him over here. You take the knives size, you put him over there, which I just realized now one of them has kind of like a wrap on it. Then you got this, which goes right here. But there you go. You got some nice kind of gladiator style thing going on. So the sides will go here. So they're not in his way while he's riding his cycle, you know. Sometimes it's just like you're just cruising with your best bud with your shirt off, and you don't want your size to get in the way. You know, sometimes it's just, you just gotta live your best life. Now he doesn't have any peg holes thingies to hold his feet in place, which is kind of interesting. I feel like this would benefit from having little foot things, but maybe his legs don't even go down that far. Anyway, hands, pretty straightforward, right? You just stick them on the handlebars. Who would have guessed? Best part about this entire bike is that there's a little bell right here. Just a classic little bring, bring. I did that with my mouth. I didn't add a sound effect. I'm just that good. I'm like, what's his face? From Police Academy. That's actually, I kind of prefer that head. It's a little more classic Playmates with the teeth on the one side thing, but overall it's the same. It's just, you know, now you got a helmet because safety first. Don't forget it. But his feet, yeah, technically don't touch the thing, so I guess that's why there aren't little pegs. These really should have been blue or silver, but this like that color would have been great, just to kind of make it blend in a little bit better when stand out and look like plastic, which the whole thing looks like plastic because it is. But hey, that's not too bad. Not too shabby. Now what happens when you get your best bud and you stick him in the sidecar and he's got his own nunchucks? He's like, hey, look, buddy, I'll put some on the side. We'll knock some people out, but I also got some for my hands. And for whoever's riding along, there are handles on either side. So what do you do with handles? You grip them. There you go. You and your best friend just having a good time, No, that's stupid. This looks pretty neat. I mean, for Playmates and, you know, 24 bucks. Of course, if you want to have a friend, you're gonna have to spend some more money, another $10, 11 bucks, whatever, to get your extra buddy there. But that's pretty sweet. Not too shabby at all. Is it worth the price? Of course. I mean, it's cheap. It's cheap, and it's one of the better items, I think, out of the whole thing so far. What's left to do is, pose. That's it. We did it. It's a very simple video, okay, folks? So thank you so much for watching. And until my next video comes out, watch that one and just have a good time, okay? I'll see you next time.